last year she got computers for all the kids. And of course, with COVID, they
And you never get all the money you're promised.
Yes.
Like I work in special education, and the federal law promised that the federal government was going to pay 40% of the cost for special education services. They have never funded more than 18%.
Wow.
Since the law was written in the 70s.
But I'm vaccinated. And we've already passed my kids.
They promised 40%.
Yeah, but it's the government.
No.
Yeah.
I thought I had a cold. I went to work for 3 days. And on Thursday last week.
Not really.
I worked this week. They're like, oh, well, this on Thursday.
Hell, tomorrow I'm wearing
Monday when I was at work.
Huh?
I said tomorrow I'm wearing the.
Are you for real? For real this time.
They're like, what do you need?
For real this time.
So
I'm gonna ask you when you come in the
if
door.
Natalie brings her friend there,
Yeah.
I know you'll take it easy.
Yeah.
I wasn't careful.
But
We'll work with it though.
I got a cold. I came back from the I had some
she was so good. She didn't even do squats last night because it was.
What
I'm like, no, we can do squats. It's
No way.
fine.
No!
And
No,
she's
it's not fine.
she's like, okay, if you say so. And we didn't do squats.
Yeah, we didn't.
And I was like, she didn't do squats.
We have to look.
I wish we
We have to look out for our people, man.
At church,
We have to look out for our people.
Yes, we're gonna start in the chair. You're gonna
Oh.
start seated in the chair.
See, I sat on the floor. I wasn't going to, but it was because she was on the floor.
doing something.
Don't follow
So
me,
yeah, we're
man.
gonna sit in
Oh.
the chair. Let's sit on the blanket.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, it's a little cushion. If you don't have a blanket, you can sit on your knee pad or whichever. I'm not using one, so I mean, it's up to y'all. I will say if you can't reach the floor, like I'm kind of like still not really. I mean, you can always place your feet on blocks, but you don't have to do that. We'll go ahead and set one of our blocks off to the side. Yeah, just somewhere where you can easily grab it. Alright. So, we're going to use the chair to help, what's the word I'm looking for? Enhance our practice. It's not a hindrance, it's an enhancement, okay? And we're going to use them similar to the way we would use the block. So I want you to find a nice comfortable seat. Go ahead and sit back in the chair, feet on the floor, shoulders rolled down away from the ears, hands can be on the lap, palms can be face up, face down. Close the eyes. We'll just start to connect with our breath. So taking a nice full breath in through the nose. Exhale all the air out. Out your mouth or out your nose to start. Big breath in, filling the belly, filling the chest. Exhale. We have arrived at our yoga practice. A few more breaths like that. Just a full body sigh. Allowing everything else about the day to just fade into the background as you bring the awareness into the present moment and how the body feels right now. Scanning from the crown of the head down to the feet and everywhere in between. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears, feeling supported in your seat. If your hands are on your laps, go ahead and just let them rest to the sides, fingertips down towards the floor. See if you can let the body get a little bit more heavy in the chair. I promise it will support you. Softening the jaw, muscles in the face. Then move that awareness from our body and our breath into our mental space and just see what kind of mentality we have, what kind of emotions and thoughts have been racing back and forth in there. Take 2 more breaths Just really allowing this pause before we start to move in different shapes than we have been today so far. Then go ahead and start to roll the wrist around, wiggle the fingers by your sides, flex and extend through the wrists. And then as you circle the wrist around, start to lift the arms up overhead as you circle, reaching up, maybe come off the back of the seat as you reach up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and look up at your hands. And then exhale, bring the hands by your sides. Inhale, sweep them out and up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring them back down. And keep going like this. Inhale, reach them up. You can look up if you like, or keep looking forward. Exhale, hands come down. Do that 2 more times, moving with your own breath as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach down. 1 more. And then I want you to come forward just a little bit in your seat so you're not right on the back of it. Feet are on the floor. We'll wiggle the fingers, the toes. And then kind of just lifting the toes off the floor, tapping them in and out. Almost like we're windshield wipering the ankles a little bit. Perfect. Now I want you to bring the arms up into a goalpost position, palms face towards me. We'll start to twist from side to side. So you can go as fast or as slow as you would like. It's really up to you. Keeping the head up tall. Fingers are nice and strong and active. And then the next time that you turn to your left, hold there. We'll bring both hands down. One hand on the outside of the knee, the other hand on the edge of the chair, and then we'll twist to the left. Go ahead and reach this left arm up towards the ceiling, and then lean to the right. Center. Go ahead and bring the hands back into goalpost, and then we'll go back to swiveling, twisting, whatever you want to call this. Oh, one chaturanga for Natalie. That's.
Forgot to put it on you.
You get one get out of jail free card.
It's stupid spam.
Need your extended warranty?
Yeah. Or it's time to refinance your home. I haven't had a house in 3 years.
The next time you go to the right, hold there, and then bring the hands down. One hand on the back of the chair, one hand on the outside of that knee. You can use your arms to twist you more. If you feel comfortable where you are, just stay there with your breath. If you want to turn your head to look behind you, you're welcome to. As long as it doesn't constrict your breathing at all. This right arm will reach it up alongside the ear, and then we lean to the left. Left elbow can bend, feeling the weight more in the left side of the body. And we'll come back up. Right hand will come down. We'll rotate back to center. Perfect. Now I want you to bring your hands on top of your thighs. And I want you to push your right thigh up into your right hand. And I want you to resist with your hand. So you're pushing down with the hand as you're lifting up with the thigh. Push, push, push. I can tell if you're not pushing. All right? I can see the tension in your face. I don't think Rack's pushing hard enough. She needs forward, so I gotta tease her about it. And release the foot. We'll go to the other side. Left hand on the left thigh. Push up as you push down. Push, 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 push. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 1. Breathe in.
That was 10 seconds more than the other side.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh. Sorry, we gotta balance the other side out. Go ahead and take your feet out a bit. Turn the toes out to the side. We're gonna bring the right forearm on the thigh. And then the left arm is gonna reach up towards the ceiling. Now you can stay like this, or if you wanna bring your right fingertips in front of your right foot, you can. Or grab El Blanco and use him if you'd like to. Or you can just reach there. You don't actually have to touch the floor, that's okay. Turning and opening your chest to the left, Maybe looking up at the ceiling, or maybe staying looking down at your beautiful piggies. Little toes. Give your toes a little wiggle. And then we'll come back up to center. Inhale, reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, reach forward and down towards the floor, in between the legs. Let the head release. Give it a little shake out. And then the left fingertips to the floor. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Nice. Again, if you want to use your block, use it. You don't have to. You want to find ease in the pose, so maybe reaching towards the floor, maybe not actually touching the floor. We're going to take one more breath here. And then the right hand's going to come down. We're going to come back into that fold. Let the head release if you'd like, or stay looking right in front of you. You don't have to let the head release. We'll bring both hands up on top of the thighs. We come back up to seated. Nice. Go ahead and bring the feet together. Bring your hands underneath your right thigh. We're going to lift the knee up, and we're going to cross this ankle over the left knee. Perfect. In my head, I was like, that's it. That's a leg, knee. All right, which one we going for? So take one hand on the foot, one hand on the knee. Roll this ankle around. I'm going to make you guys do something I haven't made y'all do in a while. Take your fingers and web them in your toes. Yes, get in there. Get in there, and then feel free to maneuver around a little bit. Come on, toe. So your toes are directly connected to your back. So releasing some of this might help a little bit. Go ahead and maneuver it around. And then go ahead and release the toes. Still holding on to the foot and the knee. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Think like a princess. And then I want you to lean forward towards the shin. I should have said more like a queen. More queens than princesses. Now from here, I want you to take your right hand to your right ankle. Twist to the left and reach the left arm up alongside the ear. Nice. Stay here. Take your hand on the bottom of your foot and use it to twist you a little bit more to the left. Come back to center. Bring both hands back underneath this thigh. We'll bring the knee back in. I want you to hold it in, and then bring the hands up into goalpost. Nice. If the leg drops down a little bit, that's okay. Try to pull it up as much as you can. Flex your toes. Point your toes. Flex your toes. Point. Flex. Hold here. And hi-ya! Nice. Bring it back in. Hi-ya!
That's
Bring
two
it
high
in.
guys. All right.
We're going for 5.
All right.
Hi-ya! Bring it in. Hi-ya! Bring it in. Ooh, last one. Hi-ya. Hold.
One more.
Set the heel down on the floor. Yes, bring the hands down towards the toes. Nice. There we go. Woo! Yeah, lots of hi-yas in there.
Good hustle, ladies. Good hustle.
Yeah, right? Come on up. Bring the right foot to the floor. We're going to go to the other side. Hands going to come underneath this left thigh. We're going to lift it up. And then cross the ankle over the right thigh. Adjust as you need to. And then take your right fingers. We're going to web them in between the toes. If it's painful, that's good. I mean, it's supposed to feel very weird. I mean, I don't know how often you guys have
I
like
hold
a...
my feet all the time.
Do you do this? Okay, so this is second nature for you.
I'm like, oh, there's my feet. There we go.
Just kind of move it around a little bit. And then we'll release those toes, give them a wiggle. Holding onto the foot and the left knee, sit up nice and tall, and then we'll lean forward towards the leg. Now, if you feel pretty open, you want to let the arms just dangle in front of you, you're welcome to do that, or you can keep holding the foot and the knee. Come up a little bit, twist yourself towards your foot. Bring the left hand onto the ankle or reach the right arm up towards the ceiling as you twist to the left. Now, if that feels okay, you can stay there or bring the hand on the bottom of the foot and use it to twist more. Or if you've got your sweet spot, just hold there. Big breaths. Nice. And then we'll turn back to forward. We'll uncross the leg and we'll hold it in. Now again, this thing can be done down here. It's the same idea, same muscle. More up here, I'm just trying to stretch it a little bit more as well as strengthen it. We'll bring the arms out into goalpost. Woo, hug it up. And then hi-ya. Bring it in. Hi-ya. Bring it in. Hi-ya. Bring it in. 2 more. Hi-ya. Last one. Hi-ya. Hold. Hold the hi-ya. Hold the hi-ya. Take the heel down to the floor. Reach the hands towards the toes. The more you flex the left toes towards your face, the more of a stretch you're going to feel in the back of the leg. So if it feels like it's too much, just let the foot release and just fold over the leg. Back up. Left foot will come back down to the floor. Perfect. Now, I want you to grab your block, one of them, place it on your knee, like so.
Which knee?
Doesn't matter. Your favorite knee. So Natalie, turn here just to the side a little bit. Yep, a little bit more. There we go.
Oh, I can't see.
I know, because I'm blending it with my block. I should have grabbed fluid. So I want you to take your forearms, and I want you to cup the block. Nice. So you want it above your elbows, beneath your wrists, and then lift it up. Perfect. Now we're going to squeeze the block. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then lift the arms up, and then back in. Up, back down. Keep moving. Keep squeezing the block. Feeling this energy moving from the arms into the block, reaching the other arm. Keep moving. And then the next time you go up, I want you to hold there and squeeze, 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 squeeze. Turn your palms to face back away from you. See if you can kind of shift them back and forth. And then we'll bring the block back down onto the thigh. Nice. Give the arms a little shake out. Woo. And then we're going to grab it. We're going to hold the pizza. Alright? We're not going to go back into the pizza, so don't worry. But we are going to work with this a little bit. So it's going to be a little tricky. So we're holding it in the right hand, right? I want you to bring the elbow in close to the body. Kind of bring it back forward. Open it back out. Bring it forward. Open it back out. Nice. Trying to keep the rest of the arm pretty center, just moving from down here, kind of swiveling out. Now open, hold it there. Then I want you to extend it out. Now I want you to bring it in. We're going to try to roll it, or kind of turning it underneath. Oof, and trying to extend it away from us. Yeah. You guys can cheat. You can grab the block too. If you've got long fingers and you can grab it, welcome to do that. Oof. And back around. Yeah, so you got to go back around. There you go.
I was holding the
That's
block.
perfect. We're going to go to the other side. You want to try it again? If your block fell and you want to try again, go ahead. We're going to hold the block out to the side, elbow in close to the body. And then we're just kind of rotating out and in. Extend the arm out, and then we'll try to do that same thing where you rotate it under the arm and extend it out, and then we bring it back around. Like that one's gonna go down. Nice. Set it to the side. Beautiful. Now coming to the front of our chair, take your feet out a little bit. It's a good stance here. Toes slightly pointing out. We're gonna come off the chair. All right. We're going to just stand up, right? Just stand up. Awesome. Perfect. Now you know where that chair is, right? Hold it back. Make sure it's still there. All right? We're going to squat back down to it. Woo. Yeah, all right. So make sure you know where your chair is. If you need to just get a little closer, go ahead. We're going to come back up. Then we're going to go back down. Tap, come back up. Tap, come back up. So don't sit all the way back. Do a little tap, come up. Tap. Come up. Now when you come up, I want you to ugly squeeze your butt. And then tap. Come up, ugly squeeze. Squeeze. Tap. Come up. Squeeze. Tap. Come up. Squeeze. So 2 more. Here, look tap. Come up. No, but I'm going to look at this in the video later. Squeeze. And then we're just going to stay up.
Oh.
Nice. Very nice, ladies. Very nice. Go ahead and place both blocks to the top of your mat. And then lovely chair. We're gonna place it at the front of our mats. And you do wanna make sure that the chair is on the mat itself. That's just gonna help with it maneuvering and stuff. Go ahead and take the blanket off and set it to the side. And have your knee blanket on top of one of your blocks. Or just somewhere you can easily grab it. Perfect. All right, so the chair is going to act like a big block. Natalie, go ahead and flip the chair around.
Switcheroo.
I was turning my phone like mute.
You're fine.
I missed that part.
I want you to step a little bit away from the chair and just kind of rock side to side on the feet. You can bend the knees, you can keep them straight. Just kind of maneuvering around here a little bit. And we're gonna do toe taps into the chair. Now the idea is to try to keep everything else nice and tight. So I want you to bring one hand in front of the belly and one hand at your back. Stand up nice and tall. And we're gonna start with the left leg first, okay? So the left foot, we're gonna tap the toes into the chair and then bring it down. Tap, bring it down. Nice, tap, bring it down, tap, keep going. Now if you feel like you can take the hands away, you're welcome to bring them into goalposts, or you can reach them overhead. Now the further away the hands are from the middle of your body, the more you're gonna feel a little off balance. So I'm staring right in that chair. I'm like, my toe is gonna tap it and come back down. Keep going. Woo. Woo. Two more. One more. And then bring the foot down. Nice, bring the arms down. Shake it out a little bit. We're gonna go into the other side. Now I also wanna mention if bringing the foot straight forward doesn't feel good for you, you can always kind of do this little out to the side and around. I don't know if everybody can see that, but I kind of went out and around versus right in front of you, right? So whatever works best for you. If you need to keep the hands here to keep the pelvis center, do that. If you want to have them here, up, overhead, it's your choice. So I'm going to start like this. We're going to tap right toes in. Beautiful. Back down. Tap. And again, you can come from the side, making a little bit more extra room for yourself. When you want to move the arms, move them to whatever position you'd like. Keep moving. Watch what's happening in your standing leg. Sometimes it likes to crawl off to the side. I want you to stand firm. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice. Take the arms down. Shake it out a little bit. Perfect. So that's working your psoas right here. One of your main muscles. Yeah, that's your main muscle that means your leg forward.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. So I want you to bring your hands into your chair. And we're gonna work on weight bearing using the chair. So there's two options with the hands. You can keep them right in the chair, like so, or you can grab the edges, all right? So it's your choice, it's what feels better for you. I personally like to grab the edges of the chair. It feels better for my wrist. So from here, we're gonna step the feet back. We're gonna come into plank pose using the chair. So most of your torso is over the bottom part of the chair, especially your hands. You're on your toes. Everything feels really strong. Lift the head a little bit. And then tap the left toes in. And the right foot will come in. Nice. We'll come back to standing. Perfect. Now I'm going to take your right foot. We're going to step it into the chair. Bring your arms into goalpost. Whoop. Couldn't even talk for a second. And then I want you to twist to the right. Go ahead and open the arms out in a T. Palms face the tree wall. And then left hand's gonna come into the seat of the chair. Right arm reaching up. Now, if having it in the seat of the chair feels like it's too much, you can always take it to the back of the chair. Bring the right hand onto the right thigh. We'll come back up to standing. Keep the right hand on the leg. Reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. And then we're gonna twist open to the side. So you're gonna turn your toe to face to the front door. Right arm, the right forearm's gonna rest on the thigh. And then the left arm's gonna reach over to the right. There we go. Come back up. Left hand comes back down to the chair. Turn your left toes to face forward. Right foot comes back down to the floor. We're gonna step both feet back for plank. Nice. Walk the feet in so that they're flat on the ground. Shift the weight back. Head's gonna come in between the arms. We're gonna come into downward dog using the chair. So take your feet as wide as your mat. Toes slightly out, knees bent. Hips are going back, not so far back you pull the chair with you. Look at the chair. Straighten the legs, walk the feet towards the front of the mat behind the chair, and we'll come back up to standing. Nice. This time the left foot's gonna come into the seat of the chair. We're gonna reach both arms up towards the ceiling and then down into goalpost. Twist to the left. And then open the arms out to a T. Beautiful, palms face towards the front door. And then from here, right hand's gonna come into the seat of the chair or the back of the chair, and left arm's gonna reach up towards the ceiling. Left hand will come to the left thigh. We'll come back up. Take your right toes, turn them out. Left forearm on the thigh, right arm will reach out and up towards the ceiling and then over to the left. Come back up, right hand comes down, we'll rotate back to center, and then take the foot out of the chair. Shimmy it out a little bit. Nice. Bring the hands right into the chair. Go ahead and come into what would be called a forward fold. You can let the head release if you'd like. Kind of bend one knee, straighten the other, swivel the hips out a little bit. And then I want you to step your right foot to the back of the mat. Take your right heel to the floor and turn your toe out, almost like a warrior two vibe, right? Left hand's gonna stay on the chair. Right arm's gonna reach back behind you, palm faces towards the tree wall, and then we're gonna reach the right arm over towards the chair. Nice. Left knee is bent, hips are pointing out to the right. And then I want you to heel toe your right foot in a little bit closer to your left foot. Okay? And then start to just feel a pushing forward into that left foot with your right foot. So kind of a shifting, a transferring from one foot to the other. And then I want you to bring your right hand into the seat of the chair. And transfer the weight into the left foot, lift the right leg up. There we go. Turn the toe out towards the tree wall, foot is flexed. Adjust your left hand about midway towards the back of the chair. And then option to hold there or bring the right hand to the right hip. Whew. Option to hold there or bring the right arm up towards the ceiling. Yeah, that's a lot. Feel free to keep both hands on the chair. You don't have to reach them out. When you're ready, bring that right foot in to meet the left leg. Come up to standing. Ooh, shake out that standing leg. Yeah, so it's a lot when we're going from back and forth. You feel this, like you're gonna go into this front leg and then you eventually get there. Now, if you needed to adjust yourself, moving the front foot further away from the chair, you can do that as well. So we're gonna go to the other side. So bring the hands into the seat of the chair. Left foot's gonna step to the back of the mat. Turn the left toes out, right knee will bend. We'll come into warrior two on the right side. Right hand stays on the floor. On the floor, on the chair. I should have said warrior two legs. Left arm's just gonna go out to the side. Reaching towards the right chair. The right chair, the left chair, the chair. The right knee's bent, left toe turns out. Nice. Now from here, scooch up left foot in a little bit more. Adjust your right hand. Bring the left hand onto the chair as well. Start to transfer back and forth. And then when you're ready, we'll lift the left leg up. And turn the toe out. Nice. Adjust the right hand as much as you need to. You can take it more towards the back of the chair. And then when you're ready, lifting the left arm up. Keep the right knee slightly soft. left leg will come in. Ooh, come back up. Ooh. Shake it out a little bit, guys. Nice. Everybody's like, I'm done. That's it. We are far from done, my people. All right. We're gonna do Rack's favorite.
Let's get it.
So we're gonna come right behind the chair. Bring the hands into the seat of the chair. Set the feet back for plank. So you're on your toes. Body is lifting up, nice and active. We're gonna take the left foot, we're gonna lift it off the floor. Whew. Then bring that left knee in towards the nose, round the spine, and then extend it back behind you. Round the spine, bring it in, hug it up towards that left elbow, extend it back. Bring it in, extend it out. 2 more, bring it in, extend, last one. And then set that left foot down to meet the right foot. Lift the head if it's dropping towards the floor. Lift the right leg up. Take a breath here. Exhale, pull the knee in, round the spine. Try to tap your right knee towards that right elbow. Extend it out. Pull it in. Extend. Bring it in. Nice. 2 more. Exhale. Last one. Set that right foot back. We're gonna step both feet in, come up to standing. Ooh, start to do some back stroking. Right? No? Yes. Yes. A little clicky? Mine are too. And then kind of forward and cross and back. Woo! Perfect. Shake it out a little bit. Alright, so now we're going to start to play around with the chair, but first we have to go to the floor. So go ahead and move your chair forward on your mat a little bit so you have a little bit more space. And you go ahead and come all the way down into a forward fold. Plant the hands, walk the feet back for downward dog. Whew. Feels weird to touch the floor after not touching the floor. So from here, I want you to be high on the toes. You can walk the feet in a smidge if you need to, and just start to lift one leg up and then the other, just extending them up into the air. It doesn't matter how high it lifts, if the leg is straight or bent. Just really feeling this big movement in the hip as you extend it up and back. You can also do this in tabletop. A-okay. Go
made the mistake of eating before.
You, Christine, and Natalie, all of y'all,
What?
started eating her 8 before class. It's so funny.
Oh,
I did.
I
too.
feel better though. I
Bring both knees down.
hours ago, but man.
So back either into a child's pose or just a regular seat. We're gonna kind of roll the wrist around a little bit. Perfect. All right. So we're gonna work a little bit more with the shoulders. So I want you to bring the forearms down to the floor. Take your left hand and bring it onto the ground. Bring it a little bit back so it's more in line with your right elbow, or maybe even behind it a little bit, right? So right palm is flat on the ground. We're gonna release the head, tuck the toes, lift the knees, and then maybe lift the hips up to the sky. Whew. So the knees is the first, it's a little, that's how you get that feeling of, oh, okay, everything's in the right arm, let's push into the left hand, and then maybe lift the hips up. Whew. Keep pushing into the left hand, staying up high on the toes, lift the right leg up into the sky. Breathe, push into the right arm, find that strength, and then right leg comes to the floor, both knees come down, whew, come up off the shoulders. Take them out a little bit. Woo-wee! Fun stuff, I tell you what. Super fun. We're gonna go to the other side, and I just wanna be careful, or not be careful, I just wanna mention that the arm that's on the ground is always gonna feel the majority of the weight, so you almost have to physically push more into the other hand to take out as much of, like, because your whole body's like, this is the base, we're going this way. And it's like, no, you have this other hand. So left forearm on the thigh, on the ground. Right hand back in line with the elbow. Tuck the toes, release the head, lift the knees, resist the urge to bring your body forward, and then lift the hips up and back. You can adjust your right hand, you can bring it closer back towards your feet if you need to. Woo. Now if you feel okay, lift the left leg up. And then take it down, bring it down. Woo. Bring it all down. Bring it all down. Bring it all down, baby. Yeah.
Snaps for that.
Snaps for the bring it down. Oh, nice.
Like, I feel like it's all closing in. Look
Yeah,
at
right.
all right there.
Yeah, get you some water. Oh, really? Take a breather for a second. Sit back, have a moment.
She said, have a moment.
Have a moment, yeah, for sure. That's why we're Kellen and I demonstrate the circus tricks.
For our next tricks.
For our next trip.
The who what?
We're gonna demonstrate the circus tricks. Natalie?
Circus something.
The circus tricks.
You said Turkish something, and I'm like, well, wait.
So I put the chair back on the mat to help it from moving. So this next pose, I just want to say this. Y'all don't have to do this. This is just a complete option because you have the security of the chair and you have the security of one of us being around you if you'd like to try it.
The support.
The support. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. So I'm gonna stand behind the chair just as a safety measure, right? Make sure it doesn't go anywhere because I feel like it's got to have a lot of torque to make this butt move out of the way. So what Brackett's going to do is she's going to come into a handstand using the seat of the chair. You want me to do it? And then you can stand
Yeah.
right there.
You do it first and then I'll do it.
Yeah. So I just want to mention that if you don't feel strong enough in the shoulders and stuff to do it, don't feel like you have to, you're always welcome to use it as a way of building that strength, okay? So I'm going to do downward dog facing away from the chair, okay? This is a very short dog, and I'm going to be on the edges of it, all right? So I know the bottom's there. I'm going to step one foot into the bottom, and then I'm going to lift the other foot up. Now that in itself is a lot, right? Because your hips are already so high over your head. Your mind's going to be like, whoa, 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 whoa. But it's okay. It's okay, because you're strong. And as long as you keep pushing into the earth, like you're going to push it down into the ground, you should be A-okay, all right? Don't get yourself in your head. So once I go here, I might lift this foot up and put it here. And this is a lot. You could stay just like this. Or you can lift the leg up and try to feel a transferring from one foot to the other. Now notice my left knee's bent. I'm not worrying about straightening it out. And then I bring it back, step one foot down, the other foot down, and come to a seat. Now if you're like, Taylor, I don't know about having my hands like that, you can do it in a forearm stand. Very similar idea. So you do dolphin with the chair away from you. 1 foot, 2 foot, hold.
Yep.
If that feels good, maybe lift the foot up. You don't have to lift it all the way up. And then when you're ready, bring the feet down and come down.
Yep.
Okay? All right?
Yeah.
Hard to talk when you're upside down like that. Did really well. Thank you. She's going to do a downward dog facing it, or facing away from it. She's going to bring the feet into the chair first. Now she's walking her hands in because she likes to try these hands. Look at that. Boom! Woo! And then she comes down. It's like that.
Cramp.
Yeah, right? It's like, ah, awesome.
Just be real with you guys. Alright. Quad cramp.
Woo. Yeah. Woo. So, yes, if you'd like to try it, let me know. I know Chris is like, I'm ready. I'm ready. Woo. go. There you go.
Yay!
Woo! Oh my God, that's so
You
good.
got it. You got it.
It's easier to go on your
Now what?
hands than it was on
Now you use your big toe to transfer forward a little, like that.
There you
And
go.
go forward, big toe. There you go! Yes! The little things.
Feet down. Bring the feet down if you're ready to come down. Ooh, okay.
There we go.
Yes.
You ever do a handstand as a kid?
Well, I'm like in the pool.
Why don't you do it in the pool?
Yeah, right. The pool for sure. The pool for sure.
All right.
Alright.
All right,
Yeah.
now
We haven't done a lot
The
of.
last time we did them on dolphin, that's harder.
take your time.
That's harder.
Breathe. Good job. Yes, yes. Yep. Yes.
Walk your feet a little closer to the edge of the chair.
There you go. Ready? There we go.
Yes. Yes.
Other side.
Yes.
Other
Yes.
It's not like I'm crashing in the mirror.
I got you, Natalie.
I didn't bring it back up.
Now
Now I'm just gonna sit on my chair.
Pat, sit in the chair, please. Okay.
The logo on your
Fine.
Alright, you got this, Natalie.
All right, just breathe.
Yes.
You're fine. There you go. Right now, walk forward with your toes. Use your big toe. Walk forward.
There you go. Yes. Yes.
Yay!
I'm not doing the other one though.
She's like, no, I'm good.
Come on, Lena.
No, the knee, I don't know.
No?
That's alright.
But this is like the same height as my
Great.
couch, so I could like do it.
Yes.
This is my couch.
If you have like, honestly, if you have Jason stand on the other side of you, and like once you're in that downward dog, if he like puts himself against your back, you can kind of teeter totter back and forth. Let me show
Like
you what I
using the
mean.
couch.
Let me show you what I mean with that.
Right?
So Scott, you stand behind here. And Raquel, when I get up with my hips over my shoulders, get close to me,
All right.
and then I'm gonna use you to turn so your back is against me. So.
There you go.
See how she's got my foot? Yeah. Go ahead and hold it again, right?
That's a good thing.
Hold it there. Hold. Push, push, push. And then, there we go. There we go.
I was like gingerly just like letting go.
Yeah, no, that's good because you don't want to hold somebody.
Yeah.
Because I've held somebody before and then didn't let go when they needed me to let go. And like, yeah. So, learned that the hard way. I was like, very gingerly hold. You know, like, I'm right here.
And then dizziness starts.
Does anyone else want to try it again before we get down? You want to go ahead?
Gingerly. Maybe it's
So walk your hands a little closer to the chair. There you go. And then, There you go.
Just have to get a little screwed
Yep. Yep. The more she gets underneath her hips, the more.
You can push up more.
up. Next month.
Right? Next month we'll be able to do it. Be like, Dad, what is it? Come on. Anyone else want to do it again? You good?
I'll use it practice.
Okay. Okay. All right.
That's fine.
That was fun.
Thank you guys. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I'm glad you enjoyed that. All right, so we're going to turn the chair around. We're going to face it back towards me, and then if you'd like to, go ahead and place a blanket in there, and we'll go ahead and sit back down in the chair. So, I'm going to sit forward in the chair, not all the way to the back. Take your left foot out to the side. Right knee is kind of out, but the toes facing forward. And then take the left hand down the leg, reach the right arm up from there. Up. Right forearm on the thigh, left arm's gonna reach over. leg would go out. So pointing up towards me, or just out to the side at an angle. Right arm come down the right leg, left arm will go up and over. More breaths here. Last exhale brings us back up. Left forearm on the thigh, right arm will sweep out. So in honor of National S'more Day, a fun fact for you guys, s'more was originally called some more. And it was originally created by a scout leader back in the 1930s, if I'm not mistaken, 1930s, 1920s.
So funny story about that. I had to call a bank today. Mortgage company.
Uh-huh.
Good morning, this is blah, 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 blah. Happy S'mores Day! I just cracked up. I was like, totally didn't expect that out of a mortgage company.
I have a book, and it had like all the different styles of s'mores, and one of them was with Oreos. Like instead of a graham cracker, using Oreos. Or the mulatto cookies.
Listen, graham crackers always break the wrong way.
Honestly.
And then you have to go and pick up another one, and that breaks the wrong way, and Oreo would never let me down.
Another fun fact, graham cracker was actually created by a Presbyterian pastor back in the late 19th century, or the early 19th century, because he believed that high sugary foods created more people who wanted to have sex outside of marriage. So to lessen the sex drive, he created the graham cracker. No, the graham cracker, which it was like supposed to be like the way it was created and stuff. I don't know, but I read that because it was part of the history of the s'more, like how the graham cracker came to be, and I was like, wow.
Well,
Sugar cookies.
Apparently graham cracker is supposed to lower your sex drive, which I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
I'll
So,
go with the chocolate and the marshmallow and add peanut butter.
yes, absolutely. Honestly, a s'mores
Add
PB&J
peanut butter
sounds.
to it.
So we're gonna come down to the floor. Place your chair back at the front.
Which front?
The front, the front. Yeah, that front. That
In
front.
front of me.
Yes, in front of you. Because it's also going to be an option for Shavasana if you'd like to take that. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that now. While I have you seated upright before I forget. So if you're welcome to do your regular Shavasana, you don't have to do it any other way. But there are some people who like to use the chair to put their feet in. I'm using the back of the chair to kind of hook my legs. And then they lay like this, which it does a very similar thing that the bolster does. So you're welcome to do that. We're going to use the chair just like how you guys are already set up, right? Feet out to the side. You bring one arm and then the other arm and just kind of rest the head down. Oh, just let the feet relax. Left hand's gonna go down the left leg or reach the right arm over. Come back to center, right hand down the right leg, left arm will reach up and over. Back up. Bring the hands underneath the knees and bring the soles of the feet together. Bringing one hand on top of the other, making a pillow and resting back into the chair. up towards the ceiling, let the head drop back. And then exhale, kind of round the spine, sit back a little bit, little cat here. Inhale for cow. Letting the head drop back if you'd like, and then exhale, roll your out. Come back up. Extend the feet out. Grab one of your blocks. And then again, I'm going to show you guys what we're going to do before we come down and do it. This is a newer movement, but it's supposed to be really good for the hips and the back. Like I said, I want to show you guys first. So you don't have to move the chair. The chair can actually play a little bit of a part in it. Don't worry about doing it. I just want to show you first before I let you come down. So I'm going to have my toes touching the chair. And I'm going to bring my block in between my knees, right? Hands are going to be out to the side. We're going to lift the toes up. We're going to squeeze the block. And then we're just going to take the leg out and bring it back in. Out, back in. Out, back in. Same thing on the other side. Bringing it back, bringing it in. And if you feel like you want to do a little wider with the block, you're welcome to do that. And we're just going to kind of go back and forth, okay? So grab your block. If you want a blanket underneath your head, you can go ahead and place that at the back too. And then we'll go ahead and lay down. So actually, let's put the block in the medium setting, right? So not completely low, let's do medium. All right, and it's in between the knees, and you're gonna squeeze the block with the knees and lift the feet off the chair. There we go, keep squeezing. And then arms out to the side, whatever position, and then you're gonna just take the right feet out to the side. There we go, bring it in, 1, out, 2, in, 3, 4, 5, feet can be flexed or pointed, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, keep going, 17, 18, 19, 20.
21.
Set the feet into the chair. Set the feet in the chair for a moment. Take a couple breaths. Alright, lift the feet back up, squeezing the block with the knees, and then left foot out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, keep squeezing, 13, 14, 15, think about your favorite s'more variation, 16, 17,
Keep pushing.
18, 19, 20. Ooh, nice. Set the block off to the side. Bring the feet into the chair. Snatch for that. You're going to take the right knee into the chest, cross the right ankle over the left knee, and bring your heel to the chair, right? So like either in the seat of it or to the front edge. And then you can keep it there or take the foot away from the chair and push the knee into the ankle more to open up that right side. Uncross the legs, feet into the chair. Let them rest there for a moment. And we'll bring the left knee into the chest, cross the left ankle over the right knee, and bring the left leg closer to the body, flexing both feet. And keep the toes on the mat, or on the chair, or you can lift them up and push that left foot a little closer to you. And release, give them a little shake out into the air. And then we'll bring the feet together. And then we'll open the legs out wide. Woo. Yep, gravity is going to do a lot of work for you. Feet can be relaxed. Bring the legs back together. And we'll open them back once more. Woo. Bend the knees, bring the toes together, knees come together, set the feet into the chair. Now, if there's another pose you want to do right now before we start to set up for our Shavasana, you're welcome to. If you like that twisted pose, you can come into that. Kind of bringing one knee in and twisting from one side or to the other. Or if you want the feet in the chair for your Shavasana, you'll need to scoot your booty down a little closer to it. I like to tuck my feet into the back of it and just kind of let myself flop. If you're like, no, I'd rather have the bolster, feel free to let me know and I can bring that bad boy to you. I also do want to mention that getting out of this in Shavasana might be slightly awkward, so just, prepare yourself for that part. if you accidentally knock the chair or something, it's totally fine. Blanket, if you need something for your feet, your poles, you want something underneath your head, let me know. Here with your breath, your body. You need to see if you are able to just relax the entire body. There's always going to be those areas that are still trying to hold on and engage, and they're like, I don't want to let go. You have to be like, no, we have to let go. We have to release. We have to rest. When they say everything is connected, I mean, that is facts. Not just the muscles and the joints and the bones and the fascial areas and just, I mean, all that's connected, but also your nervous system, the way your organs work, the way your mind works, your stomach. Saying that your stomach is like your second brain. And as much as the statement you are what you eat is true, also the statement is, your attention and your energy goes to the things that you put it towards. So if you're stuck on the negative parts of your life, that's where your energy is going to go. That's the type of energy that you're going to bring into other facets of your life. Important to surround yourself with people who are going to lift you up, who are going to support you and be positive in your life. And sometimes, as much as we don't always like to admit it, sometimes that person can actually be ourselves. It's up to us through practice, through work, through growth, to overcome that thought process, to overcome those feelings. And it's not easy. cut yourself some slack. Give yourself some rest. Give yourself a pass. eyes, turning the head to look over either shoulder. Bringing the head back to center. Turning the palms face up as a symbol to remain open to others, their thoughts, their feelings, their opinions, and most of all, their love. Being open to receiving the blessings that life gives us. Bringing one hand to the belly and one hand to the heart. Feeling the breath flow in and out through the body. Reflecting on your practice. What kind of thoughts and feelings came up for you? What poses you did or didn't like? Bring the hands to prayer in front of our hearts. Bow your chin to your chest and give yourself a thank you for creating this time for yourself and for your practice. In order to take care of others, we must first take care of ourselves. The divine light in me honors, bows, and recognizes the divine light in you.
Namaste.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
If I don't see you tomorrow for chair yoga at 12:15, maybe I'll see you Thursday. Also, restorative is next week. Yes, next
Appreciate
week.
you.
Okay. I was really looking forward to it this week.
Well, if you guys are good, maybe Thursday at the end of class, I'll put you in a restorative mode. Maybe.
You guys always look so comfortable.
Like, man, I just wish
I could take a nap. Sleep. How about just sleep?
Yeah, right?
That would be really
I mean, if y'all want me to do a yoga nidra workshop where we do just sleep, I mean, let me know, and I will make that happen.
For real?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Is it really?
It's a thing. I do like a meditation to get you guys completely dropped down, and y'all just stay that way for
How long?
however long y'all want this workshop, alright? I've taken one before where it was about 2 hours. That's nice.
That
Oh, it
sounds
was.
great.
We did like some light stretching in the beginning, and then we got down into Shavasana, and then I did a Shavasana listening party where you're just in Shavasana the whole time. It's a little different. And they played the
Doing
same
what?
song. You're just in Shavasana the whole time. So you're just laying there.
Oh, really?
And she played the same song over and over again, which you think would be
Drive you nuts.
annoying.
Yeah.
But when it's What a Wonderful World, about the fourth time it played, you're just like... And then there was that one, and she did another one. Stairway to Heaven. That was another one.
Oh.
And yeah, about halfway through the class, you just hear...
That's me.